Hey folks, welcome to the XNA Roundup podcast. This is podcast number 10 and I'm your host Nick the Dude. Thanks for tuning in. Here at the XNA Roundup podcast, we find the best games on the Xbox Live Community Games tab and give you the rundown on what's worth playing each and every week. Support this show by subscribing via iTunes or YouTube. You can also link or embed our show on your blog, Twitter, or Facebook page. To celebrate this, our 10th episode, we're featuring our top 10 community games thus far. So without further ado, let's get right into the list.
Rolling in at number 10 is the retro throwback game Sign Surfing. At first glance, you may mistake Sign Surfing for an Atari 2600 port, but the old school graphics and sweet 8-bit style music will keep the smile on your face as you perform backflips and navigate over some wicked digital swell. Number 9 on the list is the dual-stick shooter Ultratron, another game that taps into that retro feeling while at the same time bringing modern gaming sensibilities and controls to the forefront. Committing robotic homicide by the thousands has never been so fun. This is the game that the people who designed Berserk would have made if they had some decent hardware to work with. Number 8 brings us to the innovative yet relaxing puzzler Hexothermic. Who knew creating a nuclear chain reaction could be so soothing? Your goal is to destroy all the atoms on the board by adding a limited number of electrons to initiate a cascading chain reaction. Give the puzzle mode a shot for a real brain teaser. Coming in at number 7 is Mithra, a promising new episodic adventure title that proves XNA titles can look just as good as retail games. Mithra has you playing the role of two different alien characters who rely on one another to escape the wrath of a mysterious captor/mad scientist. This first episode is a bit short, but definitely left me craving the next installment to see what's in store for our heroes. Busting in at number 6 is the 3D circular brick breaker Slam. While the circular aspect and luscious graphics set this Arkanoid-style game apart from its competitors, the puzzle-solving aspects and the copious amounts of gameplay easily make it one of the top titles in the community games section. Number 5 on our list is World Revolution, a next-gen re-envisioning of the age-old classic Missile Command. Its attractive Google Earth-like 3D interface and the ever-building onslaught of enemy missiles trying to breach your national defenses will keep you highly entertained and coming back for more. In the 4th spot on our list is the side-scrolling online multiplayer shooter ZP2K9. ZP2K9 is one of the few titles on the community games section to prominently feature online multiplayer and establish a viable player base to populate the ongoing matches. The mix of 2D side-scrolling action, really cool particle effects, and next-gen dual-stick control contribute to a truly unique experience that is sure to be iterated on going forward. Number 3 on our list is the interestingly titled Johnny Platformer's Biscuit Romp. Don't let the silly-sounding title and wonky art style fool you. This is one of the coolest games on the community games section. If you're someone who enjoys puzzle platformers a la Wario Land and Braid, then find a comfy spot on the sofa, grab a spot of tea and a crumpet or two, and get ready for some fun. Sliding in just short of the top spot is the physics-based platformer Zoomaroom. Zoomaroom's clean vector graphics, realistic physics engine, and creative level design will bring the casual gamer in, but also keep the hardcore faction satisfied as well. The myriad power-ups and special items in Zoomaroom add another layer to what is already an exceedingly deep game. With a level editor to create and share your own boards with friends, Zoomaroom has expanded the expectations of community gamers and has raised the bar for every XNA developer. And the number 1 game on the community games section is Miner Dig Deep. I know what you're thinking. The number 1 game is about a guy digging in a mine? What the heck? Well, it's one of those things where you have to play it to get it. But basically, Miner Dig Deep is a grinding RPG in disguise. You start excavating your mine under a sleepy little town and just keep on digging deeper and deeper to find minerals of different values that you can sell for cash. That is, of course, if you can make it to the surface without being crushed by a cave-in or a falling rock. Oh no! Once you've got a nice bankroll, you can afford better, cooler mining equipment that makes finding precious minerals a breeze. Miner Dig Deep is an extremely polished game in this respect. It doles out satisfying rewards at the perfect pace to keep you invested and coming back again and again.
Alright folks, that's our show for this week. Thanks for tuning in. You can get show updates at twitter.com/XNA Roundup. You can email questions, comments, or suggestions to xnaroundup@gmail.com. Thanks a lot and I hope to see you next week. Bye.